saying no is irresponsible. Saying no to Jesus asking us to take some responsibility is irresponsible. We say, no, God, I don't think I'm the one. That's what Esther might have said. And Mordecai reminds her, you, Esther, have the proximity. You are the one who, if anyone can do it, you might not feel gifted, Esther, but you have the proximity. You have the ability to influence positive change. It's fallen to you, Esther. You must sense, Esther, all the Jews are going to be killed. Do you have no loyalty to your spiritual family? And guys, many of you would feel this way. If you went to another country, you would still feel some sense of loyalty to the US. You wouldn't want bad things to happen to it. In fact, if you could promote anything that was like pro-America, I love the USA, you would probably feel like, yeah, well, I would want to be a part of that. Why? Because it's your homeland. There's just something, your blood's in the soil, man. I want my country to prosper. Did you know that if you name the name of Christ, your homeland is heaven? And you should want for heaven to be blessed by what you do in this foreign country of earth. We're strangers here, and we should say, I don't want to get wrapped up in what's going on in this foreign country any more than you want to be in a literal foreign country wrapped up in what they're doing and forget your homeland. No, we want to say, God, I care that you care what I do while I'm far away to represent your land. You have an agenda to put people's hand back in the hand of Jesus, and I care about that. I have a responsibility because I too am a citizen of heaven. It suggests, and I'm not projecting this on you, but I just want to suggest, it suggests a lack of the fear of God if we're just like, It's a lack of the fear of God. The fear of God is a great thing. It doesn't mean that we're trembling just like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid some lightning might hit me today. It is, I'm afraid that God might withdraw his hand of blessing and give me the consequences of my sin and my foolishness. Now, listen, God's super gracious. And there's so many times that he overrides our sin and our foolishness. He's like, we're just gonna get him out of that. That was really dumb, let's just get him out of it. If you pay attention to how dumb you are sometimes, if you pay attention to just how much you're like, I don't care about God's ways, and he doesn't do anything to oppose it, and he's just welcome, come on back. He's so gracious. But the fear of God is to say, I'm afraid though, if he ever did take his hand off me for 1 second, I do not want the consequences of that thing. It might be, guys, if we just ignore our responsibility, we might get just what Jesus clarifies in the New Testament. If you try to keep your life, you will lose it. And that doesn't mean literally God's gonna kill you. It just means you're gonna keep searching for life out here and you're not gonna find it. Because our only life is partnering with what God's plan is. You guys are doing really good so far. One of the ways you can serve your church is by saying, Carter, bring it, man, amen. We need this, right in the belly, I'm gonna drink it up. You can say that kind of thing. Maybe that's not your gift, but maybe you just do it anyway, even if it's not your gift, I don't know. I can remember a time when some leaders of the campus that I was on came to me, campus ministry, and there's like, hey man, we think you should lead this thing. And then there was another thing, we think you should lead this thing. And that just wasn't even on my radar. I was like, I'm not gonna be that kind of a Christian. I like to just kind of be normal and I wanna be able to come in under people's radar so they don't think I'm churchy or anything. And they're like, nevertheless, keep praying about it. And so they come back and they poke me and they poke me. And I was very resistant because I just didn't categorize myself that way. Until finally, I just said, God, what is this? Are you doing something here? And he didn't say anything to me, but I felt like there was a transition of responsibility. He just like, this is on you now. I'm asking you to do this. And I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know what that would entail, but the Lord was asking me to just do it. Is it possible? I don't want to give you more than you need right now. I don't want to give you more than you can bear. I definitely don't want to give you more than he's giving you, but is it possible if you were to ask him, he might say, I want you to take this, and I want you to just say yes.